to account for revenue when warranty is involved, and what are some of the points that we need to keep in mind when accounting for revenue under that particular format. Now, I'm sure if you are students of CA final, in your CA final syllabus, you would have was Ind AS 1115, which is a full-fledged discussion in itself. One part of the discussion is on how to account for revenue under a situation where warranty is given. Now, first of all, before I open the sheet and before we discuss any of that, let us understand what exactly is warranty and what are we achieving through this discussion. Now, whenever you go and purchase an electronic item, or any item from a store, if it's an expensive item, then naturally you are worried about its ability to provide you service for a longer period of time. When I purchased this phone, it's 14, I think, I'm not very sure. So when I purchased this phone, one of my major concerns was that if I am paying some 70,000, this phone should last me for at least 2, 3 years, right? This phone, if it gets damaged in the next 6 months, I mean, that would be a heartbreak worse than a breakup for me, because if I'm losing out on a device that I spent 70,000 for, then naturally I'm going to be worried. So I need someone to tell me that, listen, Satyame, this product that you are purchasing, uh, if something happens to this particular product in the next 6 months, then we will come and we'll replace this item, or we'll repair this item without charging a penny. I remember before this, I had another phone and I was conducting a session and the phone wasn't charging. Okay. Suddenly, I don't know what happened. The display went black. I couldn't see anything on my screen. And you know that when something happens to your phone, it's like getting a body organ removed. You can't function without your phone. So naturally, I was very, very concerned, and everything is in that phone. I mean, I don't even carry cash these days. Even that cash is in the phone. So I had to find out a way to immediately get another phone. It was 9:30. I had to pay whatever amount was being asked, because I did not have anyone giving me this promise that, Satyamir, if something happens to your phone in the next 6 months or next 12 months, we will come and replace it free of cost. This provision, where a seller gives you a promise, a seller gives you an assurance that should something happen to your device in the next whatever duration, 6 months, 12 months, anything, should something happen to your device next 6 months, we will come and we'll replace it free of cost. Replace or repair, one of the two things. So essentially, what a warranty provides you is that one type of warranty, the first one we're going to discuss, it gives you an assurance that the product will function as intended. This iPhone is intended to function. It should allow me to make a call, it should allow me to use all the functionalities that are there with it. Such a warranty is known as an assurance type warranty. Okay, so we'll discuss this in detail now. Guys, whatever questions you have, you can put it in the box and I will address those questions one by one. So warranty may, the first thing that we are learning is an assurance type warranty. What is an assurance type warranty? This is a promise. This is a promise slash assurance from the seller that the product will function as intended. And if anything happens to the product in the time frame, then the seller will repair slash replace the free of. This is an assurance type warranty. And what is assurance? It is a promise to you that it will function as intended. Okay. There are a couple of points that we have to understand within the assurance type. We'll divide the warranty into two categories. One, where the customer does not have the option to purchase the warranty separately, and where the customer has to purchase the warranty separately. Now, when I went to buy this phone, the seller told me that when you buy this phone from our store, that is Vijay Sales, you will get 12 months free warranty. 12 months free warranty means I don't have to pay anything extra to the seller, but still something goes wrong with this particular phone, he will replace it free of cost. Okay, so here the customer does not have the option to purchase the warranty separately. It is the original sale contract itself. It provides an assurance that the product will comply with the agreed upon specifications. Okay, so the situation is customer does not have the option. Okay, customer does not have the option to purchase the warranty separately. The seller tells him that, sir, whatever you do, you don't have to pay a single rupee. They call it free warranty. Okay, they call it free warranty. What is a free warranty? A free warranty is a situation where you don't have to pay anything extra. You don't have to pay a single rupee out of your pocket. And still, if something goes wrong with this particular product, then the seller will come and replace it free of cost. So here, the seller does not charge anything separately. The seller does not charge anything separately, yet the seller has to repair slash replace the asset if it gets damaged. Now, understand it this way. The seller has to repair or replace the asset if it is damaged. He has not charged anything for it. Now, this is if a customer comes to you telling you that, sir, my phone has broken down, and you have promised it at the time of sale that if something happens to your phone, you will get a repair or a replacement to this particular item free of cost. If this is the case, then when the customer comes to you, you have no realistic option apart from making the payment or apart from going there and spending money on repairs or replacement. Basically, this gives rise to a present obligation. Gives rise to a present obligation. Why do I call it present obligation? What is a present obligation? An obligation in whose case you have no realistic alternative apart from making the payment. Because you made this promise at the time of sale, when the customer comes to you and he says, sir, my phone is damaged, please give me another phone or repair the phone, I have to honor that commitment. And it so there is no realistic option apart from paying, which is why I call it a present obligation. There has been a past obligating event. What is the past obligating event? The fact that a sale was made and a contract of sale was drawn up. See, a contract of sale was drawn up doesn't mean that it has to be on stamp paper. You sell the goods to someone, you issue an invoice, there are terms and conditions associated and promises made. That is the past obligating event. Okay. Now, outflow of economic benefits is probable. That is, chance of happening is more than chance of not happening. A reliable estimate of the amount of provision can be made. A reliable estimate of the obligation can be made. Okay. So, all the four conditions which are necessary to recognize a provision in the books of accounts have been fulfilled. So, the seller will have some past experience. What kind of past experience? He has been selling iPhones in the past and he knows that out of 1,000 phones sold, around 6 to 7 phones get damaged and I have to do a free repair, which means a reliable estimate of the obligation is possible. So, because all the four conditions of recording a provision have been fulfilled, what we are going to do is we'll have to record a provision and we will account for the warranty as per IAS 37. So by repair slash replacement expense account debit to provision for repairs. This is accounted for exactly the way you would account for any other provision under IAS 37. You are not receiving anything from the customer. Okay. The seller does not charge anything separately, but there is a promise that he has made at the time of sale. So this is the accounting that has to be whenever there is a free warranty. Second situation is where the customer has the option to purchase separately. Customer has the option to purchase separately. What does that mean? When I'll again one example because that is how scared I am. I should stop giving this example because I keep on talking about a situation where I spill coffee on my laptop or on my device and the seller replaces it free of cost. 2 days ago on 31st, I was working and I don't know what thought I was in. पूरा ऐसे का ऐसा coffee laptop पे गिर गया. And then I was like, I'm literally manifesting it by giving the same example in my FR class every day. But regardless, because this very real fear is there, this when I go to the shop to buy another phone or to buy a laptop, the seller says, "Sir, 1 year free warranty, no problem." But uske aage, beyond that 1 year, if you want more coverage, okay, beyond that 1 year, if you want more coverage for this particular loss, we can provide that for you. You only have to pay us 3,200 extra. You pay us 3,200 extra, we'll give you additional coverage beyond the time limit that has been specified here. So 1 saal free warranty beyond the 1 year ka expiry, we'll give you another 18 months ka cover. ठीक है. Beyond the after I purchased it on 2nd of Jan, नए साल का नया फोन खरीदा, free warranty extends from 2nd Jan 2025 to 2nd of Jan 2026. But उसके बाद also if something happens to the phone, then sir we'll come and we'll replace your phone of course, but you have to pay us only 3,200 extra. I am already spending 75,000 on the phone. I tell myself यार 75,000 तो खर्चा कर दिया है, तो how much you are not going to get hurt by spending 3,200 more de do. So in this case, what I am doing is I am paying 75,000 for the phone and 3,200 for a distinct service that the entity has promised to provide me. Okay. So यहाँ पे this is also called paid warranty in this case. Okay. So seller charges separately for providing free repairs slash replacement. The seller charges separately for providing free repairs or replacement. This is a distinct service. Distinct matlab separate from the main sale of goods. This is a distinct service. This is separate from the sale of goods. This is a promise that you are giving to the customer that if something were to happen to your purchased phone, we'll come and replace it free of cost. And for that, you are charging a separate amount. In this case, you have to account for the promised warranty as a performance obligation and allocate a portion of the transaction price to that performance obligation. So, account for the paid warranty as a separate performance obligation. PERF as a separate performance obligation and allocate a portion of the transaction price to this obligation also. So out of the total amount charged, say total amount charged is 78,200, जिसमें से sale of phone is 75,000 and paid warranty is 3,200. Now, the thing with this paid warranty is that it starts from 12 months after today. Okay, this starts from 12 months after today and then it extends to another 18 months. Okay, so In this case, you will have to be very careful in terms of how you account for it. When you collect money from the customer, at that point in time, it is still an obligation for you. You will be liable to repair, or you will be liable to replace the asset if something goes wrong with this particular item. So right now, you should not consider this as revenue. You should record this as a deferred revenue. Okay. So when cash of 3,200 is received at the time of sale, of phone, the performance obligation with respect to free repairs is not complete. Okay. So account for this 3,200 as a deferred revenue. Now I have a question for you. Tell me if you can think about a way to account for this. The situation is 75,000 is the sale price of the phone. There is free warranty for 6 months. Okay. And this is paid warranty for further 6 months. Okay. So if I'm selling goods on the 2nd of Jan, then for the next 6 months till 2nd of July 2025, free warranty, and from 3rd of July 25, this is paid warranty. How should I account for the revenue from paid warranty? Is it something which should be time apportioned? Is it something which should be accounted for as revenue only on the last date? Let's try to understand. Say suppose an entity manufactures and sells computers, and there is an assurance type warranty for the first 3 months. Okay. And then it gives an extended coverage under which it will repair and replace any defective part for 3 years from the expiry of the assurance type warranty. Okay. So a firm sells laptops and it provides 3 months of assurance type warranty, which is basically free of charge. Okay, this is free of charge. And then it offers an extended coverage under which it will repair any defective part for 3 years after the um, after that particular period gets expired, ye 3 months ka, uske baad another 36 months or another 3 years, it is selling the extended coverage plan separately. Okay. And it is also selling extended coverage plan for 3 years after the expiry of 3 months free coverage. Okay. Now let's try to break the total. Let's see what is the total transaction price and how do you break it down. Okay. So let's assume that the total transaction price, okay, which is your laptop plus what? Laptop plus the warranty. Laptop plus extended coverage. Iska say total price is 36,000. Okay. And the standalone are, if you purchase or sell a laptop, so if you sell a laptop, you sell it for 32,000. If you sell, or 32,000, and the warranty standalone is say for 8,000. But here the total transaction price is 36,000. So first thing you will have to do is you will have to allocate the transaction price. Okay, allocate the transaction price in the ratio of standalone selling prices. Okay, so laptop and warranty. When you sell it without bundling it with another commodity or another service, you're only selling laptop or you are only selling warranty, the prices are 32,000 and 8,000. These are the standalone selling prices. The total price of the bundled product and service is 36,000. How will you split it? 36,000 into 32 upon 40 and 8,000 into 8 upon 40. 8,000, sorry. 36,000 into 8 upon 40, 7,200. This is 36,000 into 32 by 40, and this is 36,000 into 8 by 40. Okay. So now what I have done is I have split my transaction price in the ratio of the standalone selling prices. Now, uh, this is the first part. And another thing is the company estimates that 2,000 might be 2,000 is likely to be spent. Let's use financial reporting wala words, that 2,000 is likely to be spent. But likely to be spent on what? 2,000 is likely to be spent to fulfill the obligation in respect of the free warranty. Now, on the transaction date, say on 2nd of Jan 2025, what will be the accounting entry? Your accounting entry will be, by bank account debit, you will receive a total amount of 36,000. Okay. By bank account debit, 36,000. Okay. Then by repairs expense account debit. Itna? Repairs expense account debit, 2,000, because that is the estimated amount that you will end up spending. To revenue from sale of laptop. Okay. Revenue, I will call it laptop sale account credit. How much will that be? 28,800. Okay. Then the 7,200 will start 3 months from now. Aaj ke baad 3 months is the month of April. So I'm going to credit to contract liability. ठीक है, to contract liability account credit कितना होगा? 7,200, and another 2,000 will be to provision for repairs. How much? 2,000. This is the accounting entry that you will record on 2nd of Jan. 3 months, there is a free warranty that you have provided. So if anything happens to the item in the next 3 months, you will have to go and repair free of cost. Uske liye you have created a provision, repair expense debit, provision for repairs credit. Okay. Now, the entity will have to de-recognize the liability associated with the assurance type warranty whenever the actual costs are incurred or not incurred. So if nobody comes for a free repair, then you just reverse the entry. Okay. Now the contract liability associated with the service type warranty will be recognized as revenue during the contract warranty period. Okay. So what is the contract warranty period? We have a total period of 3 years, right? So this amount will then get split over a period of, or broken down over a period of 3 years. The entity has to determine, first of all, what is the duration of this service type warranty, and the revenue from service type warranty will be recognized as revenue over the contract warranty period. So on, let's keep this date a little easier. Let's make it 31st of December 24. Okay. 3 months have gone by. So on 31st of March 2025, only one customer comes for free repairs, and the cost incurred is, say, 800. Okay. So you will record an entry by provision for repairs account. debit to bank account. Okay. By provision for repairs account debit to bank account credit. How much? 800. You had create, this is for the actual cost that you incurred, the amount that you paid. Now the free warranty period is over. You can now write back the provision. You can either write back the provision, or you can let it remain in the provision account, and this can be used for further free warranties that you will provide. Okay. This can be used for further free warranties that you will provide. This is for 31st of March 25. Then you go into the next year. Now, in the financial year 25-26, okay, we will recognize revenue worth 7,200 into 1 by 3, which is 2,400. Then in the year 26-27, which is the next financial year, then again you will recognize revenue worth 7,200 into 1 by 3. This is for extended warranty. That extended warranty, which you had written as a contract liability, you will recognize the revenue against it. If later you are if say in the year 25-26 you incur some cost for this for free repairs or free replacement, so that cost also will have to get recognized in the books of accounts. Now in case this is the updated version that you can see in IFRS 15 or in Ind AS 115. In the old accounting standard that we were looking at, which was AS9, how many, I don't know how many of you have seen AS. I think most of you come from the Ind AS wala generation. But in AS9, this level of nuance and attention to detail was not there. AS9 was, in a way, very rudimentary. What they said was there's no need to create a contract liability. The total cash flow is, say, 36,000. Create a provision for warranty, and I guess a simple accounting was prescribed under AS9. IFRS 15, on the other hand, is far more advanced. IFRS 15 has all these minute details, which, when focused on, can give you a better picture of the financial accounting. Okay. Saying somebody raised a hand. I see. Why are we multiplying it by 1 by 3? Because you see, the total coverage is 3 years. 3 साल का coverage है, which means the total amount of 7,200 will be split over 3 years. You cannot account for the entire 7,200 as revenue in one go. It has to be over an extended period of the entire warranty term. ठीक है? AS9, as I told you, AS9 was rudimentary. I became a chartered accountant. Us time pe we only had AS9. Ind AS 115 wasn't, it was in a preliminary draft stage. So I am from that vintage which basically studied only the accounting standards. Ind AS हमारे time था ही नहीं. ठीक है. Now, does anyone have any questions on the warranty accounting so far? If not, then I'll move to another question in warranty only. The last 3 sessions that we have done on Ind AS 115 or IFRS 15, iske jo bhi last 3 sessions have happened, the recordings for all the 3 have been uploaded on my YouTube channel. So I'm giving you a link to my YouTube channel here. You can find it. You can find all the 3 masterclass ka videos on the YouTube channel, and every week some or the other accounting standard ka video gets uploaded on the channel, so you can look at, of course you can refer to those. Contract liability, You can, honestly, it's okay to write it as deferred income or deferred revenue, but there is one challenge. See, although basically, in essence, what is this amount? These amounts are basically advance received from customer. Forget warranty, forget deferred revenue, everything. For me, as a layman, this looks like advance received from customer. So advance received from customer, you have credited that. But what is the nature of you will have to evaluate in a little more nuance ki what does the 7200 stand for? Is it revenue whose recognition is pushed to a later date because there is performance of service that is going to happen, or is it money received in advance against which the entire service is entire service is deliverable at some point of time in the future? In this particular case, there is no problem even if you write deferred revenue, but in deferred revenue ना फिर कभी कभी the way we do accounting under government grants, वहां पे भी we use the word deferred income for government grant. So sometimes that word gets a little misleading. So in these cases, specifically for warranty, we call it contract liability. आप deferred revenue use करेंगे तो बहुत गलत नहीं है. It's not like completely wrong. कर सकते हो आप. ठीक है. Any other question? You can unmute yourself and ask, or you can type it out in the chat box also. If not, I'll take up another question. I have one more question. I'll take that up. Okay. So again, the next question is on warranties only. Let's take question 2. This is also on warranty. So I'm focusing on the CA final module now. Okay. Now say this is an entity and it sells 100 units of mobile phones. Okay. It sells 100 mobile phones. Price per phone is 2000. I hope you can see my screen, all of you. The screen is visible. This is accounting as per Ind AS 115 or IFRS 15, not as per AS9. AS9 I did not touch upon. If you want, we can do a session where we compare Ind AS 115 and AS9. वो भी कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? Okay. Now, price per unit is 2000. And the entity provides the customer with 5-year guarantee that the batteries will continue to perform as per specification. Entity provides a 5-year warranty that the mobile phones will function as intended. Okay. Now, out of this 1 year, so the entity which normally provides a 1-year guarantee to customer purchasing ultra life batteries determines that from the years 2 to 5 represents a separate performance obligation. So out of the 5 years of assurance, the entity says the first year is usually bundled and sold with the product. Is bundled with the product and is not treated and is not usually considered a separate performance obligation. Okay. It is not considered a separate performance obligation. Whatever free servicing that you provide for years 2 to 5 is a separate performance obligation. Okay. So uh, year 2 to 5 is a separate performance obligation. Years 2 to 5 is a separate performance obligation. Now, why would you or how would an entity make this conclusion? ये भी समझना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. You can't just say कि अरे for me 1 year is bundled with the product and years 2 to 5 are separate. Why is this happening? Maybe in the industry that you are operating, it is an acceptable business practice or it is a widely applied business practice कि जब आप कोई इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गुड सेल करते हो, व्हेन यू सेल एन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गुड, एवरीबडी इन द इंडस्ट्री provides 1 year ka free servicing. Like, what happens with a car, for example, when you purchase a car or when you purchase a two-wheeler, there are some three free servicings that are there in the first year, and everyone provides it. So it is part and parcel of the contract of sale of that particular car. ठीक है. A car will not be sold unless you have those free servicings attached to it, and everybody in the market goes ahead with a preconceived assumption कि भाई गाड़ी खरीदा, Activa खरीदा, whatever you purchase, for the first three servicings in the first year of purchase, you will not have to pay a single rupee extra from your pocket. This is bundled with the sale of that particular motor car, hence not considered as a separate performance obligation. It is being delivered together. But year 1 के बाद year 2 से लेके year 5 तक, whatever repairs and maintenance and all of these things are happening, this is a separate performance obligation, not bundled with the product. ठीक है. This is based on customary business practices. This is based on customary business practices. In India, when a car is sold, there are three free servicings in the first year of sale. ठीक है. And this is this is a widely followed practice. And original contract of sale is for car plus free servicings in 1 year. Servicing is a very Indian term. Huh? It's not very polished. So this is considered bundled with the original sale. It cannot be separated from the original sale. Now that means cannot be separated from sale of car. Now, what do I mean by cannot be separated from sale of car? You cannot sell the first year ka three servicings free to any person on a standalone basis. Year 2 से year 5 का जो servicing है, year 2 से year 5 का जो repairs है, that part can be sold separately. That you charge a separate amount to a customer who has probably not even purchased the car from you. Like I purchased the car in Delhi and then I say, for example, shifted to Chandigarh. Now, the when I'm shifting from Delhi to Chandigarh, I've purchased the car here. I move to Chandigarh, but I will still have the same requirement for repair and replacement of parts of my car. I go to a Maruti Suzuki dealership in that city and I check कि उनका price list है. I tell them, sir, I want 3 years का servicing. I'm making a one-shot payment of 10,000. That सर्विसिंग बीइंग सोल्ड सेपरेटली. ये ईयर 2 to 5 का जो सर्विसिंग है या ईयर 2 to 5 का वॉट एवर वारंटी दे आर गिविंग, दैट इज अ सेपरेट परफॉर्मेंस ऑब्लिगेशन, नॉट बंडल्ड विद द प्रोडक्ट. आई कैन बाय दैट सेपरेटली. फर्स्ट ईयर का फ्री सर्विसिंग आई कैन नॉट बाय दैट सेपरेटली. दैट इज एम्बेडेड इन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ सेल ओनली. ठीक है. नाउ द एंटिटी डिटरमाइंस दैट द टोटल ट्रांजैक्शन प्राइस इज 2 लाख हियर. ठीक है. टोटल ट्रांजैक्शन प्राइस is how much? It is 100 units into 2000 per unit. कितना हो गया? 2 lakh. ठीक है. Total transaction price is 2 lakh and 1,70,000 out of this is for the batteries or is for the phones and 30,000 is the service warranty. 1,70,000 is for phones and 30,000 is for the warranty. ठीक है. Now, this is based on, the transaction price has been allocated. Now, the entity's normal 1 year warranty cost is 100 per battery. ठीक है. Or 100 per phone. 1 year Warranty cost is 100 per phone. Now, at the time of sale of phone, at the time of sale of phone, मैं क्या करूंगा? At the time of sale of phone, I will first of all receive the cash. तो by cash या फिर by receivables, one of the two. By cash or receivables, account debit, how much? 2 lakh. By cash or receivables, 2 lakh. 2. Revenue, sale of phones account. कितना? 1,70,000. 2. Contract liability account. How much? 30,000. Sorry, 30,000. ठीक है. This is the accounting entry at the time of sale. Now, this is the split that you have done. Now, every year, the contract liability is recognized as revenue over the वारंटी सर्विस पीरियड. ईयर 1 में कुछ भी नहीं होगा. ईयर 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 years में इट विल गेट स्प्लिट. ठीक है. सो दिस अमाउंट ऑफ 30,000 will be split and recognized as revenue over years 2 to 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that is 30,000 upon 4. That is 7,000. Sorry, 7,500 per year will be the revenue. And what they have written here is 1 year warranty cost is 100 per phone. So uska jo bhi expense hoga, that expense you will have to record. And warranty expense account debit to so provision for warranty cost, something like that. And then when the actual amount is paid, इसको थोड़ा कम कर देते हैं. ठीक है. So as to make it a little acceptable. 1 year warranty cost is 50 per phone. ठीक है. Now at so first year goes by and you know that 1 साल का warranty cost is 50. So you will have to make a provision for the amount that you will have to pay for repairs. Now there are two things that are happening here. One is money that you are receiving from the customer, which is your revenue. That revenue will get parked in contract liability and it will keep on getting, distributed over the 4-year period. The second element here is the cost element. That is, when I have to go and repair these items free of cost, it is free of cost for the customer, but I will have to bear the expense, right? I will have to bring in a spare part, wo spare part ka kharcha aayega. I will have to pay a technician who will go and conduct that repair. So usko bhi I will have to pay some amount. What will this person get? I will have to say, for example, the average cost of repairs is 50. So if I know that X number of phones are likely to be damaged or likely to get impacted, so utana provision I will have to create. Warranty expense account debit to provision for warranty. When you pay the cost to the for purchase of material, or when you pay the money to the labor or the technician, you will record an entry provision to bank, and revenue recognition will happen separately. So these are two separate things which are running in parallel. Don't mix the two together. यहाँ पे accounting for the contract liability is IFRS 15 or Ind AS 115. Whatever expense you are in, whatever payable you have, that payable, because you will have to pay for spare part, you will have to pay to the technician. So that amount gets accounted for under IAS 37. That is Ind AS 37. Those separate cheezeं हैं, don't mix up the two. Okay. So this is how you account for warranties under IFRS 15. We saw two cases, one where the customer does not have an option to purchase warranty separately. Second situation was where the customer has an option to purchase the warranty separately. Okay. And that whatever you have recorded as, say for example, मैंने ये entry record कर दिया by warranty expense account debit to provision for warranty repairs. ठीक है, warranty expense account debit to for warranty repair. Say I record 5,000, and then later on at the end of year one, my actual outflow is only 2,800. The remaining amount that was recognized in provision can either get de-recognized or you can let it remain there. So a better approach would be to de-recognize that particular amount. Okay. So two parallel streams, one for revenue, one for the amount that you will have to pay. ठीक है. So this is how accounting is done for warranty under IFRS 15. In the last session, somebody had specifically asked me to, talk about accounting for warranties. So I decided to take it up today. In the next class, my intention is to continue with IFRS 15. There is accounting for royalties that we have to do, which is a small part, but then there is a deeper discussion that we can do on the impact of significant financing component. वो एक discussion हो सकता है, advance payment and delayed payment and all of these factors we can consider. That is a longish discussion. Non-cash consideration या उस पे भी अच्छे से discussion हो सकता है. We can also talk about modification of a contract. So you let me know what I want to take up in the next class, and I will take it up. Now, I'm opening the floor for questions. These questions, you don't have to restrict your questions only to uh, this accounting standard. If you want me to talk about something else also with respect to finance and accounting related courses, more than happy to address those points. So all you have to do is just raise your hand or type it out in the chat box. Now, I conduct these sessions every week. Okay. So, uh, and updates for these, there it is there on my Insta channel and everywhere. But I'm very active on LinkedIn. So I have sent you a link to my LinkedIn profile. If you want some additional, if you want me to take up something else, I'm more than happy to do it. If you want me to focus on a specific area in the accounting standard, more than happy to do it. And whatever it is that you can let me know. I can provide these notes. Can I? Is it possible to send it in the chat box? Or can you send me a connection request on LinkedIn? I will upload the notes there. I can send it there. वो option है वहाँ पे. So if you could send me a request, it would be of help to you and me both. Yes. Yes, Rupesh.
So can you send me details about LinkedIn?
I have provided ना यहाँ पे देखो LinkedIn का I have sent my profile.
शो नहीं कर रहा सर ओके ये
अभी
जो
फिर
लिंक्डइन का है उसमें सर
बॉक्स में देखिए I have sent it again. I can see I don't have a problem doing it on multiple occasions in the week also. See, यहाँ पे ना Google में I'm not able to send notes. That is the problem. Otherwise, I could have sent it here. Otherwise, I mean, I'll send it on LinkedIn also, not a problem. Uh, if you want me to take it up twice a week, no, I mean, we can do it. कोई issue नहीं है वहाँ पे. More than happy to indulge in further discussions. I think next session, I would want to dive deeper into the significant financing component, and, there is an insignificant financing component also, which can be determined by a thorough discussion on that. तो वो भी हम कर सकते हैं. I conduct sessions for ACCA. I conduct free sessions for CA, but it's on YouTube. It's not like a separate activity altogether. It's not a chargeable activity. But if you want I am also starting a community for IFRS via WhatsApp only. So if you want to be a part of that community, you can, you know, uh, US accounting, or we take directly take work and do that. Okay. So in terms of US accounting, now US accounting is done as per US GAAP, and US GAAP is a slightly different variant for is a slightly different version of accounting rules. IFRS से काफी different है. तो ideally you should not take up US accounting unless you have complete clarity on US GAAP. ठीक है, सो वो एक पार्ट आपको करना पड़ेगा. इफ यू वांट टू डू यूएस गैप, देन देयर इज अ सेपरेट certification, or there is a proper course called US CPA which contains all the details of US GAAP. तो वो पूरा ही है वहां पर. To give you one small example, अपना IFRS में you have FIFO and weighted average. US GAAP में the LIFO method is also allowed. So there are different ways of accounting under US GAAP. तो वो आपको अलग से सीखना पड़ेगा. And if you want to discuss anything about any course that you want to take up, you want to have a one-on-one call, you can let me know. If you let me know through a message on LinkedIn, I will set up a call that way so that I can allocate time to you properly. Any feedback points also that you have कि ये मत करो, ये करो, बहुत slow है, बहुत fast है, whatever it is. So just let me know and I'll get that done, no problem. Yes, Rupesh, I can see that you have raised your hand.
सर CFA का कोर्स का क्या है? इज इट अकाउंटिंग रिलेटेड?
CFA is not accounting related. CFA is more on the core finance side. So this course is about for those people who want to do equity research, who want to get into fixed income work, who want to do portfolio management, or maybe a different route into investment banking also. That
ओके.
can be, that is the focus for this course.
ओके, थैंक यू सर.
Most welcome.
सर आई विल फॉलो अप ऑन अवर लिंक.
आप रिक्वेस्ट भेजो, एंड एनी टाइम यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन ना, आई एम वेरी एक्टिव देयर. If not me, somebody from my team checks my LinkedIn very regularly. So there's a better chance of me clarifying your questions there than anywhere else. ठीक है?
थैंक यू सर.
Most welcome. I don't, so I'm not conducting any sessions for US GAAP right now, but those can be planned. That's something that can be specifically done, no problem. Do let me know if again, send a request, let's stay connected on LinkedIn, and whatever questions you have, you can always route those. I'm also giving you my number here in the chat box, so you can save my number. If you want to know more about the diploma IFRS course, you want to know about the ACCA course, you want to know about CAKP, you are stuck somewhere, you want some clarity, USCMA, CFA, whatever it is, uh, just put a message here and we can work it out accordingly. ठीक है? Not here, as in WhatsApp पे डालो या LinkedIn पे डालो. These lectures, of course, ये recorded version also will go on YouTube. I'll send you a link to my YouTube channel, so that is also there. ठीक है? Thank you so much, guys, and wishing you all a very happy new year once again. Do let me know if you need any assistance on any courses in the FNA domain. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon next Thursday with further detail on IFRS 15. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.